Okay, we've got a great video for you today, and the title is, what do home inspectors look for when they go in and inspect a home? This is a pretty long one. I have some good notes, so I'll be referencing them. Before we get started though, please smash that like button, share out my YouTube video, and subscribe to my channel. I put out mortgage videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so you can count on some great content for your home buying needs. So if you're going through the home inspection process, that's great news. That means that you're entering into the closing process. Maybe you have an offer accepted, or maybe you're selling your home and you're thinking about doing a pre-inspection. Either way, the home inspection's pretty exciting times. So let's kind of unpack it together. A home inspector actually has 1,600 different items that they're 1,600 different items that they're looking at when they are inspecting a home. So there's 7 to 10 different main topics, so a total of 10. And I want to make sure I get the list right. It's grounds, then they'll look at the roof, the exterior, the structure, windows, doors, and trim, interior rooms, the kitchen, bathrooms, mechanical, plumbing, and the electrical. So let's begin to unpack it a little bit and find out exactly what does a home inspector do when they look into each subject matter. The grounds. What they're looking for is pooling water. They're also looking to see how close trees are to the foundation and to things like soffits and downspouts and gutters, and they will comment if they feel that the tree is too close to the home and will have some issues later or currently with the foundation. So the grounds, how are the grounds being kept? The next thing is the foundation. A foundation is essentially important, right? You absolutely don't want to have a foundation that has some issues to it, that's got some cracks in the foundation causing some leaks. So a home inspector will take a really careful look at the foundation, especially to make sure on the inside that the doors are square, that things are level, and that the foundation is in great shape. If there's a foundation issue, maybe due to the age of the home, they will comment on it for you and provide oftentimes some ideas for remedies, or sometimes they'll recommend that a foundation expert come out to the house to look at it, to consider squaring up the house, jacking up the house to fix and repair that foundation. So, third, on the roof, a home inspector is looking at things like the shingles. Are the shingles in disrepair? Are there missing shingles? How is the flashing? How is the moisture? Are there any signs of moisture? Oftentimes, a home inspector will also go and look at the roof, and from the inside, that means that they'll look at the attic to see if there's any signs of moisture or mold coming in, so that they can make comments for you to make sure that the roof is in really good shape. That roof is extremely important because they deal with a lot with the weathering of a house, so they want to make sure that that roof is in good shape. They'll often will tell you if they feel that there's 2 years life remaining of the roof, or 3, or if there's so many missing shingles that it's causing some problems. Maybe there's some flashing issues that are causing leaking to the house. The next category is the exterior. When they're looking at the exterior, they're looking at the masonry to see, are there cracks in the exterior? How's the tuck pointing of the exterior? Are there if it's masonry block, are the blocks cracking? Are they deteriorating? How are the actual blocks itself? And to make sure that the exterior is in good shape. Inside of the home, you have the windows, the doors, and the trim. Oftentimes, a good inspector will look at the weather stripping to see if the weather stripping is worn, if the seals are broken on windows, if there's any type of like fogging going on with the windows. issues with the doors, you really want to remember that these entry points, doors and windows, make it really important for the cooling of the house and the heating of the house. So if these windows, doors are not in good shape, the trim, etc., then it's going to cause some problems in the wintertime or in the summertime with proper cooling and with proper ventilation. A home inspector next, number 6, will look at the interior rooms, and that is things like leaning walls, leaks from the ceiling. They want to also check the vents to see how the circulation is coming in. Oftentimes they have a thermostat where they'll check near a vent to see what the differentials in rooms are. And what they're really looking for is about a differential of a 20 degrees or more would cause areas of concern. Maybe there's a vent that has an issue. Maybe there's ductwork that has a leak. So you don't really want to have variable from room to room of more than 20 degrees is what my home inspector says. So I have to say that if you know that there's some issues with your house, it's great to get those disclosed on the seller's disclosure. What was the root cause of the problem, what you've done to fix and resolve the problem, and why it won't happen again. That's really what a home inspector is interested in, and a potential home buyer. They want to know, please disclose, and then just say what was the root cause, how it was fixed and resolved, and why the issue won't happen again in the future. So number 7 is the kitchen. There's so much with the kitchen, right? We want to make sure that the microwave is properly vented along with the oven, that the dishwasher's in great working order. They're checking under the sink for leaks. They'll check the baseboards. They want to make sure that the kitchen is operable and in great shape. So oftentimes they'll open up cabinets and doors, making sure that everything's on its hinge, making sure that there's all the cabinetry is in place. And so a home inspector will take a lot of time in the kitchen to really check to make sure that things are properly vented outside, to make sure that you're safe, to make sure that if there's a water filtration system, that's not leaking, to check the faucet points, turning on and off the faucets to make sure that things aren't leaking. Also, there's a very important thing called GFCI, which stands for Ground Fault Circuit Interrupter. And when a GFCI is in kitchens, that means that if there's any water that comes in, circuit will shut down, and that will cause the whole circuits to close so that you don't have electrocution coming through when there's water in the kitchen within range of the electrical. And often a home inspector has this checker that they will check room to room on electrical. So that is the next point, is a home inspector will check the electrical to make sure that the paneling is intact and that you have a great panel. Also wiring, they're looking for miscellaneous wires. They will go from room to room and check the electrical to make sure that the electrical outlets are working, that there's enough electrical outlets, that the switches are working. Bathroom is number 9. In the bathroom, they want to check for leaks in toilets, bathroom leaks, especially at the base molding, to make sure that there's nothing going on within the bathroom. They're often will check the ceilings, within the toilet area, within the sink area, and within the shower area. And then finally will be plumbing. So there's all kinds of things with plumbing, right? There's pipes, there's drains, there's water pressure. There's also water heaters to make sure that the water heater is properly installed, that it has a release valve to that water heater. And so if you are a homeowner and you're selling your home, it is brilliant to get a pre-inspection done. Why? Because oftentimes there's fear. Oftentimes home buyers have fear, and we all know that fear is false evidence appearing real. And so when you have a pre-inspection and you are willing to display that pre-inspection, say, okay, I had a professional go through, look at 1,600 items, look at 10 main things, and tell us what is great about this house, what needed work, and here's what we've done to fix and repair this house. And here's this pre-inspection report. It really makes home buyers feel a lot more comfortable. They may even waive their home inspection, and you add a level of comfort knowing that you know the ins and outs of your house. So now it's your turn. Tell me what you've experienced in a home inspection. In the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you appreciated about this video and the details that you learned and that you know now. And definitely like this video, share it out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But between now and next week, when you hear my next video, I am so glad that you chose to watch today, and we'd love to hear from you. This is Dawn Connors at Mortgage One. Thanks for watching.